Alright, quick update on Near. So we are absolutely landsliding as of the time of recording this. And if you're watching this video, I'm sure there's a lot of people who watch my altcoin videos who don't maybe necessarily know why we're dumping today. Let me just quickly jump into it for those of you who don't know. If we come over to Bitcoin and we hop over to the daily time frame, you can see yesterday was the Federal Reserve meeting. We rallied into the news of the Fed increasing the interest rates by 0.5% or 50 basis points. We were originally expected to have a higher interest rate, which, by the way, if you're not an economist, the higher the interest rate, the more expensive it is to borrow money, so the less people invest in the stock market and the crypto market. That is just the very, very simple way of saying, what these interest rates do. I mean, on a very, very basic scale, just affecting Bitcoin. There's a lot more to it than that, but like I said, that's the basics. If we look at Bitcoin, we wiped out all of the gains that we did yesterday, and I will be jumping into Near, but I want to show you why Near is dumping this much. Like I said, Bitcoin wiped all the gains out from yesterday, so why did Bitcoin wipe out all the gains from yesterday? Well, it's because the stock market did. If we come over to the hourly time frame, you can see the stock market only opened around this vicinity today, and pretty much as soon as it opened, we did not see continuation, and we started to landslide. So we were saying this in our Bitcoin videos. We were saying, and I said this in all my altcoin videos yesterday. I don't think I covered Near, but I said it in every other altcoin video. I said it in the Bitcoin video. I said on the daily time frame, I would be looking for continuation to come in tomorrow, and until that happens, I would be sitting on the sidelines. I was specifically saying I'm waiting for the dust to settle after this Fed meeting, and unfortunately the dust has settled, and it hasn't settled too well. If we start off by looking at the TA on the momentum indicators, you can see the daily squeeze mom is already starting to fire back bearish to the downside. We recently started falling out of momentum. We started curving back down with these dark red candles, but now we've got a light green candle, and this is indicative that we're about to have another push to the downside in terms of the bearish momentum. Now, for Near, you can see that we are still technically making a higher low from this pattern here, and don't listen to that and think that means that we have to W out or we have to reverse just because we've got a higher low at this moment in time. That's not what I'm saying. If you want what I'd really be looking for, if I was looking to invest in Near at this moment in time, I'm really sitting on the sidelines waiting for a clear signal that the bottom is in. But what I'd be looking for is, if we do come over to Bitcoin over here, what I'd be looking for, let me hop over to this chart so we can see the trend line. You can see we've been forming this ascending channel for the longest period of time, since all the way back down here. We started clocking this in all the way back on the 5th of January. This is a huge pattern with the touch point on the downside coming in at 24th. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points coming in on this, and today we've landslided below it. So if Bitcoin closes below 37,600, in my opinion, the move down to 33,000 could be very much underway, and that could mean a very brutal move for Bitcoin in the next coming days to week. I really don't want to see that happen, but like I said, I look at the charts objectively. I don't try and bring my emotions or my love for Bitcoin and crypto into this. I look at the charts objectively. I look at this and I see if we do close below 37,600, then Bitcoin's going to start crashing, your altcoins are going to start crashing, ergo Near is probably going to start crashing as well. So let's zoom out a bit, let's see where we could potentially be putting in a bottom. But most importantly, like I said, I would be sitting on the sidelines for these altcoins. I really think just waiting for another couple of days, waiting to see if Bitcoin does regain its bullish momentum, is the most important thing to do in the markets right now. I would absolutely not be leverage trading. I would absolutely not be buying altcoins at this moment in time, because as you can see, look, I mean, Near is down 15% on the day. Bitcoin is only down 7%. This is what I've been saying. Your altcoins are getting decimated against Bitcoin. Now imagine if we go over to the Bitcoin dominance today, where we would be above the 200-day moving average, meaning that altcoins are still technically bearish against Bitcoin. If I can find it, here we go, Bitcoin dominance. Oh no, we're actually down today. Are we down? Yeah, this is the daily time frame. Very strange. There must be some some cryptos, some altcoins that are rallying pretty hard that I don't cover them, because almost every single altcoin that I look at is underperforming against Bitcoin. So there must be, yeah, there must be some cryptos that are outperforming Bitcoin at this moment in time. Very, very strange to see. While the Bitcoin dominance is below the 200-day, technically altcoins will be outperforming Bitcoin. However, I would really be, I would somewhat disagree that we couldn't just reverse at this point and take out the altcoins, because I think if we are about to enter a mini recession, a 1-year bear market accumulation range, if we do come down to 33,000, I think your altcoins are going to get destroyed, near included. So if you want near to remain bullish, I'd really connect these trend lines and look for a higher low to be in play. I really would not like to see a move below $10. $10 is a big psychological level. It is also your 786 of this fib. A move below $10 would also mean you're closing below your last Fibonacci from the previous all-time high to low, meaning that the bull trend is pretty much completely done. And also, if you close below the 786, this mid to macro term impulse would be completely invalidated as well. That would be somewhat akin to us potentially moving down to $7.36. So there's a lot to take in today. If I was looking to enter near, this is what I'd be looking for. I'd be looking to backtest this $10, $10.40, $10, whatever you want to see. I'd then be looking for a flip of your 200-day moving average at 12.27, and then I'd be looking for a push up before I do look to enter the markets. You can see, I believe I talked about the flip of the 200-day the other day, and you can see we hopped above it, and we came for a back test. We didn't go off to the races, and that is ultimately the nail in the coffin for near right now. So if you want my opinion, I really think near needs to hold the 200-day. It would not really look too good if we fell below it massively. And you know, to be completely honest, we have actually fell below this a few times. You can see we fell below it here, we fell below it here, and we were rallying within the next couple of months or so. So or within the next couple of weeks. I mean, this was the next couple of months, this was really another week or two. But I do think sitting on the sidelines while we are waiting for this higher low to be in play is very important, because like I said, if Bitcoin closes below 37,600, it could be curtains for the altcoin market. I mean, that's really all I've got for near. I will be sitting on the sidelines for near. The trend is your friend to the end. If we do come over to the 4-hourly time frame, you can clearly see the downtrend is perfectly defined by these 4-hourly EMA ribbons that we do keep crashing into. We tried to flip it. We did not backtest it and go off to the races, so we were bearish. We hopped above it, got rejected, and now we're moving down. I always say this, a fake out equals a fast move in the opposite direction. What does that mean? Well, if you've got this price action, if you have a failed move to the upside, you fail the back test, you've got a failed move in one direction, which equals a fast move in the opposite direction. And this is what we're seeing right now. We're seeing an influx of volume and a very, very quick landslide. So I'd be very cautious on trading near at this moment in time. Looking at your oscillators though, we are very oversold, so I do think the bottom is near. I'm not a near hater. I'm not saying that near is not going to be bullish. I'm actually a huge fan of near. I think it's got great fundamentals. I think it's a sleeping giant. I do think it's undervalued. I think it will be a major altcoin outperformer coming into the next bull market, whether that's about to start in a week's time, whether it's about to start in a year's time. I think near will be one of the winners. However, I'm not going to try and catch the falling knife on this. We've clearly been out of favor since $19 and we're falling all the way down to 10 right now. So even if I buy the breakout of 12, it is better than buying at 20. It's better at buying at the all-time high at 20 as well. So, you know, I'm waiting for that macro market momentum shift to happen, and it hasn't taken place yet. There's no signs of a bottoming signal. I hope at some point soon we'll see a bottoming signal, but like I said, as of this moment of time, as of the moment of recording, nothing like that is playing out. So I'll keep you updated. The trend is your friend to the end. Look at the 4-hourly time frame. I'll keep you updated, but until we flip these 4-hourly EMAs, there is nothing to get out of bed for near. I'd be sitting on the sidelines. Keep your eyes on Bitcoin. Like I said, 30,600. If we close below there, could get very, very ugly. That's all I've got for you for near today. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out, and most importantly, peace.